All right, how's it going, everybody? So I may not catch every glimpse about this video. I'm pretty sure y'all probably seen other videos from other commentators, and I just thought I'd just put my take into what I'm about to talk about here. But it just turned out to be a very interesting article I read online about this divorce or this marriage ordeal between Jeezy, the rapper Jeezy, and Jenny May. Now, Jeezy, all right, that he's been rapping probably since the early mid 2000s. You know, he's had several hits, a few records out, okay? And, you know, he had his legal troubles about what, 9, 10 years ago, okay? Uh, but it seems like he's doing okay. And I think that he's trying to find a new purpose right now as far as in his career and so forth. I've seen him in a few interviews and all that recently. And Jenny May is she's a talk show host. Okay, I think it's the Talk or one of those shows or whatever. I really don't pay no attention to that gossip type crap. Okay, but what they say in the book of Proverbs. Okay, a woman is like what, a pig with a snout. You know, so I'm not saying that all women, but I'm saying what a woman could potentially be if she's not like a virtuous woman. And I'm not saying that she's not, but maybe it just turned out to be this is a sweet incident, just turned out to be sour because I think that it turned out to me, I mean, it looked like it was a very sensational thing, you know. It looked like they were a pretty nice looking couple and they were having a good time, and then all of a sudden it just fell apart. You know, they got married, you know, which I was really shocked. And, you know, had a daughter, okay, and like I didn't even know they had a daughter. I knew they got married. But you know, I saw this article, I don't know, a few days ago about Miss Jenny May cheating, okay, with some guy, David Chung dude. And next thing you know, Jeezy files for divorce, you know. But it just seemed like it was indicative. But let me let you know something about a lot of these, about marriages in general, relationships. All relationships, marriages are temporary. No matter how long you've been married, okay, or like in a relationship, but particularly being married. You know, I've been married for a short period of time, and I like to get married again here in the future and so forth. So, you know, that'll just depend on me and my partner. Okay. Sorry about that. My video got interrupted. All right, with the lady that I'm talking to right now. The talk is pretty doggone serious. Um, but yeah, so you have to kind of look at it. I'm not saying don't take it seriously, but really in the end of the day, you're merely enjoying each other's time unless you and your partner got it certain that y'all would like to try to maybe build something, you know, if they have a child involved or like assets and all that stuff. It's kind of like you guys kind of like intertwine and you want to build up. You don't want to build outward and for your project to implode, okay? You want to build something constructive, memorable, maybe like I don't know, like a legacy, particularly like if you're a man, all right? But that's usually uh, a man's mission, okay? Because he wants to leave a legacy and his children, okay? But stuff like this is the reason why a lot of men don't want to get married. Probably that, you know, are marriage minded age, what, 20, 25. And guys, I like to say this, you know, things are like it was like 20, 30, 40 years ago, where it takes you actually longer to get yourself a career, to get, you know, resources and all that. You're going to have resources, period. Okay. Let alone, needless to say, a lot. Okay. I think that's the reason why a lot of guys are not getting married to what 35, 40. Okay, but most men usually don't start to acquire those type of accolades till maybe at least like 35 or so. That's if a man matures the way he's supposed to mature. Okay, and if you ain't at least done it by then, soon after, then you ain't mature. Okay, you ain't growed up yet. Okay, but furthermore, talking about well, back to this article where there was issues about Jenny Mai's temperament, and they had issues when they were dating some years back. This 2019, where they were dating. They got married in 2021, and they had the baby. They have a baby girl in 2021 as well. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I didn't hear about Jenny May having having any children, but Jeezy has 3 children from other, women, okay, or another woman. This is Jenny May's second divorce. This is Jeezy's first divorce, and he claims that this is something that's beyond repair. It is what it is, okay. But just from putting this all together, and I'm not saying that Jeezy's perfect, okay. For her to maybe to, I don't know, be a certain way, but I don't know. Women are emotional creatures, and women cheat for more emotional reasons. You know what I'm saying? Unless the man is just straight up broke, okay. Um, so, and I just think that Jeezy hasn't really made a whole lot, but then recently, but then again, he's got a lot of royalties from stuff that he has in the past. Okay, so I don't know. It could be a thing where maybe he's just not progressing, or maybe just the type of person that maybe she is, that she's kind of like a fire stick, okay, feisty woman, okay. But I'm gonna tell you something, guys. Number one, when you marry to these other cultures, because she's an Asian woman, it's kind of like you have to marry to that culture, the mores, I don't know, the I don't know what they call the traditions, that type of thing. But a lot of these women, they let guys know early on about how they're going to be, and I think that it's up to the man to maybe somewhat not to acquiesce, okay, but to be considerate of her feelings. But number two, also to put their foot down and say, what you're going to tolerate and what you're not going to tolerate. And she could take it any which way she want to take it. But guys, you do want to listen to other women, your woman, okay? Consider your other woman. I got a parking ticket. I'm over here at the airport here in Las Vegas, and I got to drive off here. So, you want to do that, all right? I have to be a better listener, but particularly a lot of you men that are so-called high value. I have to be a better listener. You have to be a better listener. But at the same time, you do what you got to do, to get your money or your money up and all that. Okay. But then again, you have to draw that fine line to when, to take care of home. Okay. Because you have to consider that her feelings too, and not just yours. Okay, guys. But I just think that I'm looking at all these articles, and now that the divorce is going on, and she mentions that he's a great guy and this and that, I just think that was very disingenuous. And you know what? I think I'm gonna tell you what I really think. Okay, despite maybe him knowing what they doing, maybe whether he knows what he's doing or not, I think that she knows what she's doing. Okay, you know what I suspect? I suspect that this woman pretty much, again, was disingenuous. Maybe just used Jeezy for the ride, okay, because he is well known, and maybe for the culture. Got married, got what they wanted, you know what I'm saying? Able to get a bag, and then went back to her culture, okay? And there's a lot of women that do that, all right? And I hate to say this, but I don't want to sound racist, but don't expect to change a whole lot to change there, people, when you marry into these other cultures and so forth. Okay, and you want to study the motives of why that person wants to marry you in the first place, and it should be really out of love and trying to you give a hoot about that person, and really you want to build. Okay, and you guys are going to be together no matter what. Like really kind of taking each other as is, but then again, at the same time, you want to constantly, improve yourself and so forth. All right, make some progress and be a better person that you was yesterday, not just for you, but your partner. Okay, so you guys can have a legacy together. That's really what it's all about in the end of the day. I think just genuine togetherness, and we all have to live and learn. Okay, but you know what? I think that I'm willing to bet that this marriage this divorce is going to take a twist and turn because Jeezy is filed for custody of his child. And you know what I think? I think that he's going to get awarded the custody of his child. And I think that she's going to renege, or she's going to want to renege and think twice about this, and then she wants to come back. But I think it may be too late. But that's just going to be up to Jeezy himself if what he wants to deal with, and they want to work things out. And this is nothing to celebrate, because I'm looking at articles about black women are celebrating and so forth that they got married. I just think that all in all, a divorce is really nothing really to celebrate. Okay, I think it is, but you know what else I also think? I think that many women outside, you know what I'm saying, of another person, particularly if from outside the so-called black race, that they're not genuinely interested. And I think that this is a snide way of not just you just trying to get a bag, okay? Because most brothers, okay, that we like the flesh other than the spirit, and these things that happen, okay. But I think that this is a snide way of kind of destroying the so-called black race. And that's just my opinion. Okay, so let's see how this is going to work out. But I believe that this divorce is going to take things, in twists and turns that people don't expect or whatever, particularly Jenny May. And I think this is something that she's going to end up regretting, okay? Because his value, I think he's 46 or 47, is going to keep increasing. Her value, okay, she's 44, but particularly her sexual value is going to go down. His is going to go up, okay? I guarantee you that's going to happen with the exposure from this ordeal right now. So let me know what you think about the video. I went over my 10 minutes. Let me know your thoughts. Like, subscribe, share. Check out some of the other videos. Cash App $, Winston Spivey if you want to donate. And I may do that video about Remy Ma and Papoose divorce, those rappers, okay? Once I get the information I need, I may just give my opinion on that, all right? I may get more into relationships, okay, these days. Maybe I'll try to be the new Kevin Samuels. What y'all think? All right, peace.